Hello everyone, my name is Beansprout, and today, well, I have a video that some of you may, find interesting, to say the least. In today's video, we are going to be revisiting one of the most controversial topics on my channel. A topic from the summer of last year, around 10 months ago. And from reading the title and looking at the thumbnail, you most likely know what this is. And, well, it's Brutal Doom. But Beansprout, why are you revisiting Brutal Doom? Did you not already get ratioed so hard that the YouTube servers were on the verge of being annihilated and the sun almost exploded? Well, that did happen, but I thought it would be an interesting idea for a video to revisit the mod and give a more definitive answer to many of the comments that I still get to this day. Because there are some things that I personally misunderstood about the mod, and there's also some things that I think I need to clarify because they are still being misinformed by it. Oh, and also, before the video starts, I'm not going to pull a midnight and give you a 10 light year long advert segment, which takes up 90% of the video, but I did just want to mention that there is a sale on my merch store with the code BRUTAL in all caps. This will give you 25% off on all items, and maybe that'll help my feelings heal after looking at the like to dislike ratio on those old Brutal Doom videos. 1 like equals 1 prayer, guys. Anyway, let's get into the actual video. Alright, so I'm going to give Brutal Doom a bit more of a fair chance here, as if I'll be honest, I was very harsh on the game, especially in some aspects that really didn't need criticism. So, I'm still not a big fan of reloading or ADS, as I find them kind of annoying, but as correctly stated in nearly every single comment on my other videos, you can turn off these features, which is something that I did not know when I was creating my original video. Had I known that, then maybe it would have went a bit smoother. One thing I would like to mention though is that I did mention turning off ADS, and the point that I made was about the dev wasting time during development, which is still not a great point, but some people misunderstood that part of the video. Oh, and also, I really should not have insulted the dev when talking about these features in the original video. That was a bit of a low blow and was a bit uncalled for if I'll be honest, but we can talk more about him later. Also, there were certain weapons that I had a rather critical viewpoint on, and now looking back with the benefit of hindsight, that point really didn't matter if I'm going to be honest. I don't think it was really a big deal, and having replayed Brutal Doom, I think extra weapon variety like this is kind of fun. And when critiquing those old videos, if people know my channel well, they should have brought up the fact that I also like Halo, which has a very large weapon sandbox, and that me saying that extra weapon variety was pointless is kinda hypocritical. Now, in regards to some positive things in the game that I didn't mention when I first spoke about the game, I really like the reworks to the enemies. The AI feels fairly intelligent. I mean, it's as intelligent as classic Doom's AI can get, I suppose, you know, outside of games like Total Chaos. And yeah, that is a Doom 2 mod, by the way. But many of the animations in Brutal Doom are also really great. You can really see the quality that's been put into them. Coming back to some of the points I made in my original video, when I said that Brutal Doom was trash in the title, that was purely meant as hyperbole. However, I did say the exact sentence of, Brutal Doom is trash, to say the least. Which I shouldn't have said, because I really didn't mean that in all reality. I also completely disregarded one of the most important things that applies when winning an argument, and that is to simply not open up by insulting your opposition, as this just makes them more likely to side against you and not listen to your arguments. Even in a situation where those arguments may be very good. This is not one of those situations. I can't wait for the comments on this video. This is because Brutal Doom fans are some of the easiest people to trigger. You can't really criticize the game much because many of the fans will fight to the death to defend their favourite mod. Oh, and just as a side note, I do still stand by the part where I said not to tell me to go play Project Brutality, because to be perfectly honest man, I still wouldn't say that Brutal Doom is my favourite thing in the world, but it is better than Project Brutality. Like honestly, Project Brutality, there's something off about it, I don't like it, but that's just my personal opinion on it. Now, I think it's about time to talk about the response from people who watched the video, as well, it's not very positive to put it lightly. First of all, we need to talk about the big one, Kez Gaming. Kez made a video responding to my initial video, which in all honesty is a really high quality video, and since then, me and Kez Gaming are on good terms. And I have to say he is a very friendly guy, so props to him for being so polite when talking about the video. As we all know, I got ratioed, so that doesn't need much attention. But I would like to point out that a lot of the comments did repeat the same points, but there was a decent proportion of them which were generally pretty nice about it and made some really good points. But speaking of comments, we need to get back to Kez Gaming's video, as there is one comment on that video that was completely unjustified. So the point that misinformation from that comment is still mentioned in my comment section to this day. And the comment was made by none other than, drumroll please, Sergeant Mark, the developer of Brutal Doom. Now, as I've already said multiple times, I highly respect the effort that he's put into this mod. It takes a lot of work to make something like this. And while I was very hostile in my initial videos, the man's comment is beyond ridiculous. He not only lied to people who read it, he was extremely defensive and for some reason brought up how this game saved people from mental health disorders. Which, hey, if that's true, that is great, dude, and respect, but come on, man, that has nothing to do with what I was talking about. I did make a community post responding to this, but a lot of people didn't see it. I just didn't want to make a video stoking the flames any more than I already had, so I left it alone. But as we're talking about this, let me clarify. I didn't shadow ban him from my channel, so he could have commented on my video anytime he wanted to, he just chose not to, and I also didn't block him on Twitter. In fact, I didn't even know he had one. He also talked about how I don't know what it's like to create something, or something like that, because I'd never made a mod, but that was irrelevant to the actual topic. But that is pretty much the entire situation revisited with the benefit of hindsight. I honestly had quite a bit of fun making this video, and I feel that I should have created a very similar video a long time ago. I think it would have been a much more suitable follow-up video to the original one that I made. This video isn't here to try and start this argument back up, it's more so here just to have a look back on things, as it's something that I've wanted to do for quite a while now. In conclusion, Brutal Doom is not trash. I personally like the original version of Doom more, and I don't find myself often playing Brutal Doom. But I am glad that I revisited it in this video, and as always, feel free to let me know what you think in the comments section. Also do remember there is a sale on the merch store, and there's a link in the description and maybe the pinned comment if I remember to do it. So I really would appreciate you checking that out, because it allows me to get more games that a lot of my viewership may enjoy me making videos on. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, have a nice day.